Boxing Day is set to become the best shopping day ever. In Britain, for instance, sales are expected to hit a record £4.5 billion. That's almost double that of Black Fridays. However, the story is not the same here in Ghana. Bismarck Awusa was at the Osumo here in Accra.
We are in the season of giving, and of course today is Boxing Day, and as expected, individuals are supposed to be unboxing their items or gifts that are coming from loved ones and friends. But is this really the situation on the ground? Well, we are here at one of the shopping malls here in Osu to interact with some individuals or shoppers to find out from them what the situation is like during this festive season.
Just to get some things for my mom, just to surprise her, to say thank you on the Boxing Day. So
I came here to shop for my baby girl.
The baby girl?
Yes.
So what about you, sir?
Me too, I came here to shop with my wife.
We give gifts to our friends and loved ones, families, when the need arises every now and then.
Yeah.
Sometimes to motivate them, but not regularly on a Boxing Day that we show appreciation or how much we care or love them. Yeah, so we do this every day, but yeah, today is not special.
No, it's no, like you said, I mean, Boxing Day isn't any special day to give presents. If anything, we did it a couple of days ago, so today is just a regular day.
We came to find something about a barbecue steak, but we couldn't get some, so we just have to pick one or two things. And that's all.
So for you, it's not purposely because today is Boxing Day?
No.
Okay, so have you in any way tried budgeting for Boxing Day?
Never in my life.
So Boxing Day is not really your thing?
No, I don't think so.
You know, Boxing Day is about, in Europe, is about giving some gifts and parceling it and putting it in a box. But over here in Africa, we talk of two pugilists, people fighting. And I'm not much interested in boxing as such.
So that's the main reason why you are not here to shop for a family member or a friend?
No, I passed by to buy just a few items for myself.
It's true, though, that many Ghanaians are yet to understand the concept of Boxing Day, even though it is marked as a public holiday. For many, it is just an extension of Christmas. For Joy Business, Bismarck Awusa reporting.
Well, different story though at the Kantamanto market here in Accra, where there's a rush for second-hand shoes. Fozia to Adam brings us the story of how women shoppers are bent on pampering their feet this season.
It is Christmas. The craze of getting the best second-hand shoes for women is in season at the Central Business District of Accra, specifically Kantamanto. The best time to get the great deals for very good second-hand shoes is early in the morning. While shoppers rush in to make the best deals possible for their shoes, traders cash in on the sales of ladies' shoes. Despite the rush to get the best shoes at his shop, Kofi Baini, who is the manager at Rooftop, had a different story to tell. He says the market was busier last year.
This season the business is low. That one day is true, it's low. As for last year, the business is moving faster than this year.
For Efia Konongo, who buys her shoes at Rooftop and sells, she says this is her time to cash in on the sales of second-hand shoes.
You see, this season like this, everyone wants new shoes for occasions, sometimes to school, any outing, casuals. I select every type, provided it's nice. So I'm here to select and go and give it to my customers.
So like over this period, how much have you made from buying all these things? So when you select this, how much have you made from a profit?
One is sold to us 20 cities. So it depends the type of the shoe. You see, we have sandals and heels. You can't sell this and heel at the same price. You vary. Depending how the customer is.
Matilda came purposely for Christmas shoe shopping and has a budget of 100 cedis.
Okay, I came here with some of my friends and we've already selected some over there, so we're going to group it together and go and pay.
It's already morning and there are still people coming in to buy shoes, get the best deals of us here at Kantamanto this Christmas.
there is human vehicular traffic over here, which shows that the shoe business is booming. I don't want to be left out on getting the best deals for Christmas, for my shoes, for Joy Business, for go to Adam. So yes, 25. But I bet me I try. Bet me I share shoe.
Well, while some are shopping for shoes, there appears to be a lot of traffic online for food delivery. Now, businesses offering such services have had a lot on their plate. Joining me via Skype is Henry Amaleke. He's CEO of Pizzeria. It's an online food delivery company. Tell me about your experience, Henry. What's it been like? Hi, Henry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Great, great. So tell me about your experience. We understand there's a lot of traffic online for food delivery.
Yes, huge traffic. It all started, I think, on Friday. So now, serious traffic, both on our website and on our application.
Now, tell me about what kinds of meals are being ordered, really.
Okay, it's cut across, but the main meals that are being ordered is pizza. Pizza is taking the day. That's what people are ordering for their loved ones and their families as well.
Great. And let's quantify it. How many orders are you getting, for instance, at Pizzeria?
We are doing no less than in excess of 200 orders a day on a daily basis currently.
Yeah. And you know, one would have thought that this holiday season, many people would stay at home, cook as you always do. What does this say about consumer choices, the taste? What does it tell us?
The trend is more of a lot of people now have disposable income to spend. So the habit is more or less like they want to go to the various eateries to buy food. However, when they go to the eateries, there are long queues, so they choose to go to the online mediums to order food.
No, so how is this convenient? How is it cheap?
It's cheaper because, you know, the traditional method, which is the offline, you would have to drive, go to the restaurants, meaning that you are going to burn fuel, whilst you can sit at the comfort of your home and just with your smartphone or your laptop, just make an order, and virtually you are not going to follow up on the order yourself. You have someone calling you in between time to make sure your order is prepared and delivered to you. So it's very convenient and cheaper.
Okay, so how are you handling this traffic? You're telling me that you're doing over 200 orders in a day. Let's compare that to what you do on an ordinary day, and how are you handling the traffic?
Okay, so I would say ordinary day, in terms of the average orders we do, it has quadrupled. And in terms of the traffic, we have to now go out and hire more bikes, outsource delivery to other delivery companies to help us with that delivery. We are also adding cars to do the delivery. We are adding bicycles to do the delivery. So that's how the pressure is like now.
All right, thanks very much indeed. That was Henry Amaleke. He works with online food delivery company Pizzeria, telling us about the traffic online when it comes to food delivery. As you heard him say, most people are ordering pizzas online. It tells you what people are going for this Christmas. Well, talk about food, and the Food and Drugs Authority has indicated it would intensify compliance with food safety standards across all markets as we head into a new year. Meanwhile, the authority is urging consumers to be on the lookout for unwholesome products on the market during the festive season.
One of the major challenges that confronts several consumers and traders in this holiday season is how safe their goods and services are. We shall be engaging the Food and Drugs Authority on specific measures that they have put in place to ensure this very safety the holiday season and beyond in 2018. Most of the products you buy on the market are nearing the expiration dates. This is according to the Chief Regulatory Officer of the Food Enforcement Department of the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA. Speaking to Joy Business, Maria Lovelace Johnson outlined best ways consumers can protect themselves during the holiday season.
please don't buy food from dented cans. Don't buy foods from rusty cans, or whenever you see any rusty can, flee from it. When you see dented cans, flee. And when you see bloated cans, please run away from bloated cans. They are very dangerous. The microorganism or the bacteria in it, the toxin can kill you, or even when it's very lenient with you, it will paralyze you. Around this time also, a lot of people are going to receive hampers. The people who do the hampers, yes, know that products are just going to be sold already covered. So you won't have the opportunity to inspect the products before buying the hampers. And also that's a trade they are into. So when they get the products being sold, buy one, get one free, they definitely will go for that to use for the hampers. And you should, as the consumer, check the best before date of the product before you consume it. As soon as you unwrap your hamper, look at all the dates on. For all you know, there are some that will be expiring by 31st December, and you think you'll be keeping it in your kitchen cabinet till about February. Then by that time, it would have expired. So check everything before you even take it to your kitchen cabinet for storage. Some might have to be consumed there and then.
Meanwhile, Head of Communications and Public Education at the FDA, James Latte, has been sharing with Joy Business moves to intensify compliance across all markets in the holiday season and also in 2018.
FDA will be focusing mainly on enforcement and education. We will do a lot of education next year, going into schools, churches, mosque, through the media stations, at the markets. We'll be doing a lot of education. FDA, in addition, will be doing a lot of collaboration. Already, when it comes to institutions like GIBA, NMC, GJ, and the other advertisement or media areas, FDA is having a lot of collaboration. I know we collaborate with AGI. I know we collaborate with other institutions. And we are hoping that next year we are going to strengthen our collaboration.
But as the FDA intensifies its fight against unwholesome products this holiday season, consumers are also tasked to take full responsibility for the safety of products they patronize.
Now, the increased use of flowers has created a global industry worth $104 billion according to 2016 stats. It's a market Ghana can tap into with a conducive climate. However, that is not the case. The patronage of natural flowers has been on the decline over the years. Joy Business's Bismarck Awusa has been finding out if the story is any different this festive season.
People all over the world have incorporated flowers in their daily livelihoods. Talk of Valentine's Day, talk of Mother's Day celebration, and even Christmas. According to some statistics, the growth or increase in flower demand has created a flower market of about $109 billion. But what is the case like in Ghana? Joy Business is here to interact with some players in this space and find out from them how market has been during this Christmas festivity.
In Ghana, the agricultural sector is a significant contributor to GDP, creating wealth for many rural families and large-scale investors. According to Ghana Statistical Service, the sector recorded a growth rate of 3.4% as at September 2017. Missing is the contribution of the cultivation of flowers or horticulture subsector, which at the present is a sector too small to be statistically significant. The low contribution of flower cultivation to GDP is perhaps reflective of the level of patronage here in Ghana. Frank Famadeji is chairman of East Legon Flower Growers and Trainers Association, and he tells me patronage has declined over the years.
And this business in Christmas times and Easter times, apart from that, the market is not good. Maybe if somebody is doing an occasion at his house, then he can come and buy. But the normal time is the Christmas time, when we get market. But this year, things are not going well for us.
Frank's sentiments are echoed by some other farmers I spoke to.
Well, this year I don't have market.
What was the reason?
I don't know.
Because we are in the Christmas season, and I was expecting that when I come here, we are going to see a whole lot of people buying flowers here and there. But it's not the case. Why is it? Do you think there is a particular reason?
Because every year we have market, but this year we don't have anything. So I don't know what is going on.
Place now, the flowers grow, the fish, the market to go for. Now, this year, no, the market will go down too much.
The market is down?
Yes.
What is the reason for market going down this Christmas? I thought it's Christmas and the market should rather go up.
Yes, every year, the Christmas time like this, the market will come fast. It be now today, you can't pack, stand here, you know she can't pack her.
No.
Yes.
And I'm surprised.
I don't know. Anybody don't know. Every day you not get market to cry, we figure for 5 million, 10 million going. If you can't stand here the whole day, you know, get 10% water.
This is one of the few patrons of natural flowers. He is confident the flower industry can grow if the public is made to understand the benefits of flowers.
We buy flowers for beauty, we buy flowers for life. Flowers, every time you have flowers in your house, it's giving you a beauty and it gives you a life when you are sleeping in the night. Flowers help you to breathe well. So some of us are educated people, their hand have small. To know as you have the money, your life also need. So when they understand you, you come and buy the flowers, that will educate their house beauty and at the same time give their life healthy.
And there is no denying the fact that the country needs to seriously pursue the harnessing of this potential through increased cultivation of flowers for export. Ghana stands to benefit a great deal if needed attention is given to growing flowers on a large scale. For Joy Business, Bismarck Ausa reporting.
In other news tonight, cement manufacturing company SuperSem has hailed Ghana's tax system as business-friendly, even though there is room for more improvement. The chief executive, Frederick Albrecht, wants the manufacturing sector to not only embrace but contribute towards enhancing it. Ebenezer Sabute has more in the following report.
Government in the 2017 budget abolished a number of taxes as measures to attract foreign direct investments into the country. Many have hailed the initiative and think it is yielding the necessary result, even though some companies are yet to feel the full benefits of it. The new entrant into Ghana's cement manufacturing sector, SuperSem, believes the tax system needs some improvements despite the introduction of the many laudable measures to attract more businesses. Frederick Albrecht is the chief executive of SuperSem Ghana.
I think the tax environment, there are ways of improvement, but nevertheless, once you're generating profit in a country, you need to pay taxes. So we are promoting as well best practice in respect to taxes. We are checking that our suppliers, our contractors are paying their taxes and are following the rules by the government of Ghana, because without tax paid, the country cannot progress. So it's very important that everybody cope and pay their taxes. So we are paying attention to it.
Mr. Albrecht also outlined some strategies the company plans to employ to create more employment opportunities for Ghanaians.
Employment, we are looking at sourcing. You have a lot of education in Ghana is very good. You have a lot of very qualified workers, a lot of very qualified people which can be used. So we are looking at having 95% of local people working for us, and we strongly believe that with a good training, we can reach this target without any problem.
Mr. Albrecht spoke to Joy Business at the company's premises in Tema, where construction works are ongoing for a 1 million ton per year cement manufacturing plant.
Now, Managing Director of Women's World Bank in Ghana, Charlotte Beidou, has urged the Bank of Ghana to help savings and loans companies to get cheaper funding to enable them give out loans at relatively lower interest rates. Various economic indicators in recent times have been favorable for the banking sector, calling for a reduction in the cost of accessing credit. Unfortunately, the cost of borrowing among savings and loans companies remains very high, raising concern why the interest rates have not fallen alongside declining prime rates by the central bank. But Charlotte Lily Beidou says until the Bank of Ghana comes up with a policy direction, it would be difficult for them to be responsive to policy rate drops.
The whole year, prime rate has been good. It's gone down. Inflation has gone down. And the parameters or the indicators are doing very well. So we are hopeful that 2018, it will go down more. Interest rates will go down more. The only unfortunate part is that we in the savings and loan, whether prime rate goes up or goes down, it has nothing to do with the way we do our business, because we get our money from the public at a very high interest rate. So it makes it impossible for us to be responsive to prime rate because we don't borrow from Bank of Ghana. So since we don't borrow from Bank of Ghana, it is difficult for us to be responsive. We buy our money in the money market business, and the monies are very expensive. It's really in tandem with the T-bill rate rather. They don't care about prime rate, but we care about T-bill. And you get people quoting T-bill plus. So even though the prime rate is in the 20s, unfortunately, we are still getting monies from clients as high as 28%, as high as 30%, as high as 26%, making it impossible for us to equally on-lend below 30%. In our own industry as a savings and loan, because all of us get the higher, we get the higher interest, we are okay. We are very able to compete with ourselves. But you can't compete with the banks. You can never compete with a traditional bank because a traditional bank is lending between 28% and even 25%. And I am buying the money as high as 28%. So how can I on-lend it at the same rate? So there is no way we can compete with the traditional banks. But in ourselves, we are able to compete very well because we are getting the same funds, we are buying it at the same rate, so we can compete very well. We are praying that the Bank of Ghana will help us to equally get some cheaper source of funding, because all of us, we are equally holding on to a portion of the financial services industry in Ghana. So if people, that's the traditional banks, are getting cheaper funding, and they are able to get money 21%, and we are getting money as high as 30% and 28%, there should be an effort or a policy direction that will at least give savings and loans some cheaper funding for us to help ourselves.
Time to bring you our interview of the day, and General Manager for Mobile Financial Services at MTN, Elihene, says there would be continuous growth in mobile money transactions despite reports of a recent surge in mobile money fraud. He, however, says it is important for operators to enhance security features to ensure the service plays its role in the financial inclusion agenda.
Interview of the day.
We find that there is some inconsistency in a particular registration. We notify the customer that we have observed this inconsistency. Can you visit any of our service centers so that we can validate? Then we don't use our agents anymore. We go strictly through our service center route where we have the system to do all those checks. Once you don't validate, we give you a certain period. After 30 days, we may take an action of blocking that account.
So with all the complaints going on, I want to find out, is this by any chance affecting mobile money transactions generally?
Interestingly, I would say no. Just as we were discussing these comments yesterday, we were trying to also point to the fact that let's also be careful the way we put the statistics, because those initial statistics that were put were actually erroneous. And if you check from our own systems and what we've tracked, complaints we've received, that is not to say that it's not important, it's very important, but the complaints are around 0.1% of the total base. And if you compare where we are in terms of activity, we see activity growth every now and then. Yesterday's activity was a growth if you compare to what we have had in the past week. So month on month, we have seen growth in mobile money transactions. And it's just pointing to the fact that the service itself has a huge potential in our digitization or financial digitization journey. And it's important that we as stakeholders make sure we put in all the interventions and encourage our customers to also follow the basic rules of using these services so that together we can build a stronger financial system in Ghana.
And that's it for our program tonight. Thanks for watching. My name is Daroko. We are back same time tomorrow.